Hello everyone, welcome back to the digital platform of IBS. Today we will be doing some grammar rules related to too much, too many and much too. So let's start. So use of too much, too many and much too. So let's start. So before going into the topic, let's discuss some concept. So the basic concept of adjectives and adverbs. So let's consider one sentence. He drives fast. So he is the subject. As we know, drives is verb and fast is nothing but the adverb. Adverb or adjective it can be used depending on the function of the word in the sentence. The part of speech differs. So in this sentence, fast is an adverb, or else in any other sentence it depends. It can be used as an adjective also. So depending on the function of the word in the sentence, we can decide the parts of speech. So here, he drives very fast. So here drives is verb and fast is nothing but adverb and very is nothing but it is also an adverb. See. So after writing down all the part of speech, I will explain you in detail. So he is very brilliant. Here brilliant is adjective and very is adverb. So what I want to say is adverbs not only modify verbs, but adverbs modify adverbs and adverbs will modify adjective also. This is what I want to summarize. So the word very, here it's an adverb and coming to this sentence it is also an adverb, but you can see that differs depending on the function of the word in the sentence, part of speech differs. So you can summarize from this is that what you can summarize is adverbs modify a verb and an adverb will modify adverb also and adverbs can modify adjectives also. This is what I want to explain to you all through these sentences, that is adverbs will modify a verb, adverbs can modify an adverb and adverbs can modify an adjective also. So is it clear? Through this concept we will be doing too much, too many and much too rules. So the structure. So before going to the structure, let's discuss the use of too much and too many. As we all know the meaning of the word too. Too is nothing but extreme. So too is an adverb. So too is nothing but it's an adverb. We are all familiar with too much, but we are not that much familiar with the usage of much too. Because we will be using, if anybody says much too, oh it's wrong, you should use too much we say, but grammatically much too and too much both exist and depending on the sentence or depending on the part of speech, we have to do the sentences. So too much. So from this rule, okay, before I have stated that too is an adverb. So adverbs, it's an adverb. You have already learned that too weak, he is too weak or else she is too good. So too will always modify an adjective because too weak, weak is an adjective. Too good, good is an adjective. Too intelligent, she is too intelligent, that means intelligent is also an adjective. So always adverbs, in this case after too much, always it will modify an adjective. So adjective. And one more point, the key point is adjectives will always modify a noun or a pronoun. It will not modify other than a noun or pronoun, it will not modify any adverbs or verbs, nothing. Only adjectives will modify always a noun or a pronoun. So this adjective should modify always a noun. So you have to put a blind rule that when too much comes, always it should modify a noun. So coming to much too, here also too is an adverb. So much is nothing but it's a too. So too is an adverb. So it should modify either an adjective or an adverb, or it should modify only an adjective or an adverb. So after too you should always have an adjective because already we are using too weak, too smart or too good. So adjective or an adverbs are also coming. Some sentences are there, I will show you when we practice that. adverbs modify not only an adjective but also an adverb and verb also. So much here in this sentence, when it comes to much to, always much should be an adverb because adjectives will not modify an adverb. So this is the logic. Based on this logic, we will be doing the concept of too many, too much and much too. So from this, what you can summarize or what you can trick you can remember is, when too much comes in a sentence, when too much comes in a sentence, it should modify or it should be followed by noun. And when much too comes in a sentence, it should be always followed by an adjective or an adverb. So this is what you have to remember. From this, we have derived this from this logic. Through this logic, that means we have to remember that adverbs can modify a verb, adjectives and adverbs, whereas adjectives can modify only a noun or a pronoun. From this concept, we have derived this logic. So we will go to the structure. The previous video I have explained you that one structure is there. So this is the basic structure. When too much comes, singular and uncountable nouns. So too many and too much, the difference between much and many is that many is used for countable nouns, whereas much is used for uncountable nouns. So both are same. When too much comes, you have to use singular uncountable nouns, and when too many comes, you have to use plural and countable nouns. And when much too comes, as I have stated, adjective or adverbs. So when too much or too many comes, you have to remember the basic rule that it should be followed by a noun, and when much too comes, it should be followed by either an adjective or an adverb. So depending on the before logic, the before concept, you have to remember this concept. This will be helpful for closed fillers everywhere. So in this way, we will be practicing some questions based on too much, much too and too many, so that you will get the clear idea regarding this. So first question, there is much too space in the car. So we have used much too, space. As I have said, after much too, it should be followed by either an adjective or an adverb. So but here in this sentence, space is a noun. It's a noun. So it should not be much too, it should be too much. Too much. Why? Because noun should be modified by an adjective. Here much is an adjective and too will become verb. So you need not think these much. You just remember when too much comes, it will modify only a noun. So easily how to remember is too weak. So too plus adjective plus a noun. So in this way you have to remember. Here it is too much hot today. So hot is nothing but it's an adjective. Hot is an adjective. You should know the part of speech. So it's not too much, it is much too. Much too. But while communicating or while speaking, we don't use much too. But while using these sentences, you have to follow the grammar rules. We will use always too much. We don't know the grammar rule, but the correct grammar rule is in this way. Next one. This house is too much expensive. We know the part of speech of expensive is adjective. So after an adjective, so before an adjective, you should use much too, not too much. But while speaking, we will speak in this way, but according to grammar, it's wrong. So this house is much too expensive. Why? Because expensive is an adjective, so you have to use much too. Next one. You put too many sugar in the tea. Here too many. So sugar. Sugar is nothing but it's a noun. And it's an uncountable noun. For uncountable nouns, we don't use too many. We use too much because much is used with uncountable nouns. So it's not too many, it is too much. You put too much sugar because it's an uncountable noun, sugar. Next, I have too much books in my library. Here books is the noun and it is countable noun. Here it is uncountable. And here it is books are countable noun. So in case of countable, we use too many, not too much, because books are countable. Too many. So we'll do next sentences. So next one. The manager speaks too much quickly. Quickly is what? It's an adverb. Quickly is an adverb. So much too or too much, because with adjectives and adverbs we use much too. So this is correct. Too much too. It's correct because much here is an adverb. adverb, and this is also to is also an adverb, and adverbs can modify an adverb. If you use too much adjective, it will become an adjective. Much will become an adjective, and adjective will not modify an adverb. As I have stated that much too can be used with adjectives and adverbs. So this is an example for that. The manager speaks much too quickly. This sentence is correct because quickly is an adverb. So you can use much too. Next one. Her words were too much painful. Painful. When the words end with full and some words are there like if it ends with full, it's an adjective. So these are just clues to remember the parts of speech. So too much not, her words are much too painful. Much too. Much too in the sense extreme. Much too means more than that. So her words gave me too much pain. Pain is noun and painful is adjective. So too much pain. This is correct because much here is an adjective and too is nothing but here it's an adverb. So this sentence is correct. These two are correct. No error. So let's come to the ninth one. It was done with too much difficulty. So difficulty. If you don't know the parts of speech of any sentence, just try to frame one small sentence and we have some tricks to find out the parts of speech of the word. That if it ends with ty, ion, ness, always it's going to be 100% noun. So here the word is ending with ty, so it's always a noun. Some words are there which ends with like honesty, ty and ion and ness, all these words are always a noun. So difficulty, the word ends with ty, so the part of speech of that word is noun. So if noun comes, you have to use too much because much will become an adjective and this is going to modify the noun, and too will become an adverb. So this is the logic it's following. So it was done with too much difficulty. Here difficulty is noun. So this is no error. Next one. It was too much difficult. Difficult is nothing but it's an adjective. If you don't know the part of speech, you can just frame one small sentence. This task is difficult. So task is nothing but this task is difficult. So difficult will become an adjective. So if it is an adjective, you have to use much too. It was much too difficult. Next one. This place is too much cold. This place is too much cold. Hot, cold, all these are adjectives. So if adjective comes, you have to use much too, not too much. Much too, because too is an adverb which will modify an adjective. If you use much too, adjectives will not modify an adjective. So hope it's clear. Only what you can summarize from this is, if you are using too much or too many, you have to use it with a noun, and if you are using much too, you have to use it with an adjective or an adverb. The logic behind it, that is which I have explained you, because adverbs can modify verb, adverbs can modify adverbs, and adverbs can modify adjectives, whereas adjectives can modify only a noun or a pronoun, and much is used in case of uncountable nouns and many is used in case of countable nouns. So only this thing I just want to make it clear, because we are not familiar with much too and we don't use it in our common language. While speaking, we use only too much and too many. If anyone speaks also, we say what you are speaking, it's blunder. No, you have the rules regarding much too also. So hope it's clear. So for more videos, please do like and subscribe our channel, Institute of Banking Studies. And to enhance your preparation, we have launched an app, that is IBS Vigyan, and it is available in Play Store and App Store. So thank you.
If you like our content, do like, share and subscribe.